everyone and welcome back once again to my channel Divine Traveler, the tale behind the stone walls. Episode number 10, and in this episode I cover day number 13 when we traveled from Adilabad towards Nizamabad in Telangana and on way covering the 100-pillar temple at Bodhan. Good morning friends, Namaste. So today is the 13th day. And yesterday, after visiting that temple at Jainath, we stayed at Adilabad, which is around 20 kilometers from Jainath, from that temple. And in Adilabad we stayed here in this hotel, Sai Panchavati. It's a nice little hotel. अच्छा होटल है, रूम्स थोड़े से छोटे हैं लेकिन डिसेंट बजट में डिसेंट होटल है. आप देख सकते हैं मेरे पीछे. आदिलाबाद शहर भी बहुत बढ़िया है. छोटे में बहुत अच्छा शहर है ये. यहाँ पे आपको सारी फैसिलिटीज मिल जाएंगी. आपकी जो भी डेली रिक्वायरमेंट होती है उसका कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. इस होटल से ये होटल थोड़े से अच्छी जगह पे लोकेटेड है. हालांकि सिटी बहुत कंजेस्टेड है लेकिन ये होटल थोड़े से उस कंजेस्टेड एरिया में भी थोड़ा सा ऑफ एक गली में है जहाँ पे आपको गाड़ी वाड़ी घुसाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. पहले हमें भी लगा था कि थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि ये होटल एकदम मेन सिटी में है तो आपको आसपास में कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं होगी. अगर यहाँ पे रहना भी चाहे तो रह सकते हैं. बहुत अच्छा सिटी है ये. हर तरह की रिक्वायरमेंट्स यहाँ पे पूरी होगी आपकी. जो भी आपको चाहिए देख सकते हैं. शाम को ये सिटी पूरा एकदम चकाचक रहता है. अर्ली मॉर्निंग है तो सारे दुकान बंद है इसलिए शांत लग रहा है लेकिन बहुत ही चकाचक शहर है. एकदम हाईली डेकोरेटेड और स्पेशली दिवाली में बहुत अच्छा सजाया गया था इसको. कल रात को बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा था. तो आज का जो हमारा टारगेट है वो है हम यहाँ से जाएंगे निज़ामाबाद. निज़ामाबाद के आसपास टोटल 3 मंदिर हैं. टोटल 3 टेम्पल्स हैं. देयर आर 3 टेम्पल्स अराउंड निज़ामाबाद. वी विल कवर वन ऑफ द टेम्पल्स ऑन वे व्हाइल गोइंग टू निज़ामाबाद और बाकी के 2 टेम्पल्स हम कल कवर करेंगे जब हम निज़ामाबाद से हैदराबाद मूव करेंगे. थोड़ा सा प्लान में चेंज है. पहले प्लान ये था कि तीनों के तीनों आज कवर करके निज़ामाबाद में एक दिन स्टे करेंगे और तीनों के तीनों टेम्पल्स कवर करेंगे. लेकिन अब थोड़ा सा प्लान में चेंज है. नाउ वी विल स्टे इन निज़ामाबाद टुडे एंड कवर ओनली वन ऑफ द टेम्पल्स एंड टुमारो व्हाइल गोइंग टू हैदराबाद वी विल कवर द रिमेनिंग 2 टेम्पल्स. सो सी यू एट द फर्स्ट टेम्पल. बाय टिल देन. From Adilabad towards Nizamabad via Nirmal takes almost 3.5 hours with break covering 160 kilometers through the beautiful National Highway 44 which connects Srinagar to Kanyakumari. We however moved till Bodhan around 178 kilometers to cover the 100-pillar temple and then come back to Nizamabad for stay. Throughout the journey one witnesses the countryside beauty of our country along with the amazing north-south highway accompanied by a lovely drive. There is no scarcity of stoppage areas on the stretch with plenty of petrol pumps for refueling and lots of good hotels, dhabas for rest and restroom.
hours we reached Bodhan, around 178 kilometers from Adilabad, where the 100-pillar temple is situated.
हाय फ्रेंड्स, सो वी हैव रीच्ड दिस 100 पिलर टेम्पल। बहुत दिक्कत हुई रास्ते में। एक तो आज बेटी ने बहुत परेशान किया और दूसरा टीआरएस की रैली थी, तो पूरा डाइवर्जन करके फाइनली हम यहाँ पे पहुँचे 1 घंटा लेट लगभग। अब इस मंदिर में भी जाने का कोई ठीक ठाक रास्ता तो है नहीं, आप देख सकते हैं ऐसे। तो ये मतलब स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड रास्ता मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है, तो इधर उधर से ही जाना पड़ रहा है। बहुत कच्चे का ढेर, बहुत ही बुरा मेंटेन्ड है एकदम। इज़ वेरी बैड मेंटेन। यू कैन सी देयर इज नो वे इन, और मे बी आई एम मिसिंग समथिंग। यू कैन सी द टेम्पल राइट, दिस इज 100 पिलर टेम्पल। मोस्ट प्रोबेबली दिस इज काकातिया बिल्ट, बट दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल।
100-pillar temple at Bodhan town in Nizamabad district in Telangana is a Rashtrakuta era temple which is currently converted to Deval Masjid. As per one account, the temple was built during the reign of King Indra III in 10th century AD, and it was renovated during the period of Kalyani Chalukya King Someshwara, who since then named it Indra Narayana Swami Temple. During 1325 to 1351 AD, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, at the time of conquest of Deccan region, converted it into a mosque. The plan of the temple is star-shaped, which had later undergone slight alteration at the hands of Muslim rulers, except the removal of the shrine chamber and the setting up of a pulpit. According to another account, the temple was constructed in the 12th or 13th century during the reign of the Kakatiya kingdom in a plan similar to 1000 pillar temple at Hanamkonda near Warangal. According to Ghulam Yazdani, it might have been a Buddhist or Jain temple before being used as Hindu temple, based on the imagery of all three religions being found in and around the temple. In the 14th century, the region was invaded and taken over by Ulugh Khan, a general of the Delhi Sultanate, who would later become its sultan. In 1323, Ulugh Khan encamped in Bodhan, and contemporary account by Abdul Malik Isami mentions that he laid siege to the fort of Bodhan for approximately 2 to 3 months. The report further states that the chief of Bodhan surrendered, converted to Islam with his family, and was granted amnesty. The style of the mosque does not correspond with other Tughlaq architecture of Deccan. Richard M. Eaton posted that the chief of Bodhan converted the temple into a mosque himself.
This is not at all maintained. This is, I don't think this is under ASI or anything else, any organization. The entire area is encroached. It's completely encroached, and it's in a very bad shape. Unlike 1000 pillar temple, this is not at all in a good condition. However, I see few stones here. Now there are lots of stones. If you see, there are lots of stones scattered all around the temple. However, there are few stones which I see here which have markings in Urdu, so this is a bit surprising for me. It's Urdu or Arabic, I am not sure, but it's definitely not Hindi or Sanskrit. So this is surprising that even the destroyed stones are having Urdu language. Now this pillar, this temple is almost 1000, more than 1000. It looks to be of the same time as the 1000 pillar temple at Warangal, but although that is properly maintained, this one is not. This is completely enclosed by local people, local Muslim people, and
Talking about the architecture, the temple had a star-shaped plan, and it was composed of a Garbhagriha sanctum, Antarala, antechamber, and a Mantapa, or a pillared hall. While the sanctum and antechamber were converted into prayer hall, the pillared hall remains almost completely intact and serves as a pavilion leading up to the prayer hall. 12 small domes made out of brick were added on the roof of the pillared hall. The large number of domes is normally unusual for Tughlaq mosques and were probably included in order to give the building a more Indo-Islamic appearance. The pillared hall is divided into 9 bays and contains porches in the middle of its northern, eastern, and southern sides. It stands upon the plinth and is accessible by a flight of steps with balustrades on the northern and southern sides. The prayer hall is divided into 45 bays. The central bay is elaborately carved, and images of Narsimha can be found at its 4 corners. The western wall was closed up using rubble. A mihrab prayer niche is carved into the western wall, and minbar pulpit stands to its north. The building is surrounded by a wall built out of dressed stone with 4 entrances facing the 4 cardinal points. So friends, with this I come to the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed this journey too. Till the next episode, do take care of yourself and bye for now.